friends, welcome back to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. Sorry that our video is out a day later. We kind of had a technical faux pas, and that's French for screw up.
Yeah.
Yesterday when we tried to record this episode, so hopefully today we'll get it all squared away and we'll get it posted as soon as we can. Appreciate you guys hanging in there and watching when it does come out.
Thank you.
All right, so what we're going to do today is actually what we did is we have a little different
a homebrew.
Yeah, and impressions today. We're doing a home mixture, and I'll just let you know right off the bat what we did was I took 2 parts of Sutliff black raspberry and 1 part of C&D Latakia, straight Latakia, and mixed it with that ratio.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about that and how that can kind of affect your smoking with some of the aromatic blends that you may have at home. All right, so just to go over just a little bit of what we did is that first we started with a 50-50 blend.
Yeah.
And a real lat bomb, and I thought it's a little bit too strong.
Yeah.
Lots of Latakia, and it couldn't taste any of the aromatic that was in there. So I backed it off and switched it to 66% Sutliff black raspberry and 33% Latakia, and that's what we're smoking today, so that's what we're going to talk about. Okay? All right, so basically the Sutliff brand is a straight black Cavendish with a topping of black raspberry and slight topping of mango, although I could not detect the mango.
No mango at all. Mostly raspberry.
And then, of course, the Latakia is just straight, unblemished Latakia. The cut for the black Cavendish was coarse cut, and the cut for the Latakia, they said it was a ribbon cut. I'm going to qualify that by saying it was kind of a chunky ribbon cut.
Yeah, it was pretty full.
Both tobaccos looked very similar, and so it was difficult to differentiate what was the black Cavendish and what was the Latakia. It came to us in bulk form, and for me, it was perfect, ready to smoke right out of the package. I don't know how you felt about that.
I kind of like my tobacco to be a little dry when it came to smoking it, and when it came down to it, a lot of aromatic blends come in to me a little more juicy than some of the other stuff that I like, which is a lot of drier tobaccos, some Burleys, Virginias, some of your Kentuckys, things like that. They all come pretty dry. And so in this one, I kind of like to let it sit for about 10 minutes before I actually started smoking it. So I'd load my bowl, let it sit.
I didn't notice. I did the same thing. I didn't notice much of a change between pulling it straight out of the bag and letting it sit for 30 minutes sitting out and drying out. So it was pretty much ready to smoke for me. Okay. The strength of this tobacco, of course, the Sutliff is pretty mild. The Latakia is also considered to be mild depending on the quantities that you use. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the tin note then. What did you think about the tin note?
So immediately right out of the tin, I mean, we could go over notes about what we smell individually when we first received these 2 tobaccos. The raspberry is going, the Sutliff raspberry is going to be 1. Latakia is going to be 1. We're talking about this as a whole. We went ahead and mixtured this, and we're trying just this tobacco after it's been mixed. So this is a post-mix one. Personally, once we got it mixed and we jarred it and we got it ready for us to smoke and do what we could do on it, it was exciting. It was very tantalizing. I mean, it's an interesting scent. It's something completely new, something completely different. And, your strong Latakia right there at the finish, but subtle hints of raspberry through and through. I didn't really try the mango. I didn't really sense any of the mango in it, but there was definitely a fruity air going on.
I thought the mango was undetectable, so I don't even qualify that, with acknowledging it. I'm just going to say that I do get that raspberry back whiff. It almost smells like a bag of sweet tarts to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But absolutely, the Latakia is forward. So So you're getting a lot of that smoky, woodsy, sweet, slightly salty, kind of potent, peppery kind of smell. You know, I do get a little bit of the aromatic, and I'm interested. I'm going to try this. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I'm going to try this also with a 75% Sutliff, 25% Latakia.
Just to lower down the Latakia a bit.
Just to see if I can bring out a little more of that aroma in the aromatic, and then also when we talk about the taste, bring it out a little bit.
Yeah. And that's on the taste. That's actually something that I kind of wanted. It's kind of funny how our taste differentiated between that. I thought there was just a perfect amount of raspberry and aromatic flavor coming through on it. I almost wanted a little more, I guess I would say heat, a little spiciness more from the Latakia. I really wanted some more potent flavors from the Latakia. I mean, as is, when it came out of the tin note, it already amped me up for feeling like, man, there's a lot of strength, there's a lot of heat in this, but I can sense that subtleness of an aromatic, and I think I just wanted a little more when it came through the taste of the smoke.
Well, Latakia is Latakia, and when you taste Latakias, those of you that are familiar with smoking Balkan blends, different English blends, you're going to get that creamy, mellow smokiness. You're going to get some woodsiness, subtle hints of the sweetness, some silkiness. It's sultry, it's exotic, but I could barely taste the aromatic in there, and the senses when I smelled the Sutliff by itself. Man, there's just so much going on with that black raspberry. It actually smells like a sweet tart or a sour ball, or those gummy bears that have the sour kisses, whatever they call it. Whatever the kids are doing nowadays. That is in there, and so when I mixed them together, I'm not getting that so much, and I want just a little bit more. And part of that, I think, is because we're in 100-degree heat in Central Texas.
That might be,
yeah, and it's just that it's the time to get those sweet tastes out of your smoke.
And that's a very good note, actually, is that time of year plays a difference in what you were smoking or what's going on or how you're feeling taste bud wise, at least for me especially. And I lean to pretty heavy tobaccos year long, but when it seems to get colder and a little darker outside earlier, I want a lot more potent, a lot more bolder of a smoke. So I will say though that this was a very good smoke taste wise out of it. I would put it, when it came to strength of the flavor, about a medium to a mild bodied smoke.
I gotta say that I love it. I really do like this, and the reason why I like it's because there's nothing that's out there that matches. It there's nothing like it. It's so different from everything else that I smoke. It's just a pleasant change of pace. Is what it was.
It really is a difference. It's a homebrew. It's something that we made that was completely different. And where did you get this from? The idea for it.
Well, since Mom lives in Austin right now, she was working in Austin. I go there occasionally, and when I go to Austin, I try to hit the Austin Pipe Club meetings. And my very first one back in April, when I went to it, the president, James Foster, talked about how that club used to experiment with stuff like that. And so they actually did a mixture, a 50-50 mixture with Planta Anno 2007. Which has some fruit in it. It's not raspberry, but it has some fruit flavor in it as well. And they raved about it. They loved it. And so I thought, okay, well, I know the Sutliff raspberry, and I know what it's going to give me. Let's try it with that. And it was just a huge surprise. I loved it. Because by itself, I would not smoke the black raspberry that often. It's just too sour kind. You know, that sweet tart. I keep going back to that sweet tart taste.
They were really going for a certain taste.
Yeah, it's too sour for me to smoke it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, very occasionally I would do it. But with this, man, I'm going to put this in my rotation. I love it. It's a great change of pace from just smoking an English or a Virginia or, you know, what I normally smoke. This is such an interesting blend that I'm going to keep, and I'm going to keep tweaking on it too. But this is great. You guys would be surprised what a little pinch of Latakia will do for your aromatic blends. If you got a blend at home that you bought and you thought, oh, this is going to be great, and you smoked it and it was like, it's not what I expected, try some Latakia in there and see what it does for it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Might be something interesting for me to do with my peach. Just the straight peach aromatic that I bought, and I don't know what to do with it now.
I think you should try it because it's going to change it. It's going to have hints of that flavor behind it, but it's still going to be a kind of an English-styled smoke.
Oh,
it's great.
Well, what'd you think about when it came down to the nic hit? When you're smoking it and you feel that nicotine hit come through?
Some people are pretty sensitive to that, and some people also say that Latakia is just a wham, you know, of nic. I don't get that. To me, this is mild to medium at best for the nic hit.
I agree, and that was part of my excitement when it came to first opening it after we mixed it and smelling the Latakia and really getting into it. It was there, but it wasn't what I was expecting. You know, the straightforwardness of Latakia really brings a lot of heft and, you know, strong flavors, and I really thought that, man, after I'm smoking this is going to be something that's really going to put me down. I'm going to cough at a couple smokes of this or everything. It is smoked straight through the whole time. I've tried it in several different pipes. Cobb, Meerschaum, and Briar. And right now I'm smoking it in the Meerschaum, and I'm telling you, it's not bad.
It's consistent. It tastes exactly the same when you light it to all the way down. It burns well all the way through. It's cool. It's clean. There's no moisture in the bowl. There's no dottle at the end. I've had to relight a couple of times, but only because I stopped to talk and I'm not drawing, you know. So the flavoring is not over the top. The berry does come through a little bit, but not enough to make it, you know, make you pucker with that bitter beer face, you know, or anything like that.
I mean, it all comes through as a straightforward. It's a really balanced smoke when it comes to an English blend, and we've probably said this in a couple different episodes of an introductory English blend or something. This is actually something to really consider. If you love a certain aromatic blend that you have, or you have an aromatic blend that you have 2 ounces of and you don't know what to do with, throw in an ounce of Latakia and see what you can come out with, because this is a very smooth smoke considering you get all the levels of what you're wanting to try.
I'm just so pleasantly surprised. I really am. It's like, if I'm gonna leave a jar of Latakia on my bench and just throw it in some of my aromatics and see what it does, because it's just such a pleasant diversion, you know. It really is. And I was thinking the other day, because I don't dig Danish tastes, you know, like the vanilla, the Stanwell vanilla or something like that. A little bit of that Latakia may
bring out bring it out a bit more.
So I'm gonna try that.
So when it came to the overall room note that it left, what are you feeling there when it came down to it?
Well, you get the Latakia, you know, you get that Latakia, and some people, you know, wives and children or whatever, or significant others, you know, may come in and kind of not like that smell. But there's a surprise in the room.
There is.
You know, it's like you come in and go, whoa, what was that? You know, and so here and there you get a little bit of that fruitiness. And so to me, it's confusing in a good way.
Very good way.
Yeah.
I mean, a perfect example from this one. I was in my car the other day. I was smoking. Well, I made 2 trips. One day I smoked our Uber Balkan, our Super Balkan from Corn and Deal, and my son immediately, Dad, stopped smoking. You know, he couldn't tolerate the room note of that, which we gave it a relatively decent score, but the room note was something definitely that made us think that it's not going to make people want to join in on a smoking session with us. This one, it's absolutely confusing.
Yeah.
They'll walk in and they'll want to say no, but there's always something there that makes them go, "What are you smoking? What is going on?" And it's that raspberry, that aromatic, that is the majority of the blend that really makes it feel good.
The Latakia gives it a different dimension, different complexity, different level in all aspects, in the tin note, in the smoke, and in the room note. I really feel that.
It blends well throughout the whole process, and this is definitely something that I think everyone needs to try. Even if you have a tobacco that you love and you smoke that one type of tobacco all the time, try throwing some Latakia in it and seeing what other level.
Especially as the weather changes.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're kind of that person that changes tobaccos as the weather changes,
That's me.
you got your aromatic that you love to smoke. Throw a little bit of that Latakia in there in the fall, you know, and see how that changes
Absolutely.
your approach to smoking your aromatics. Yeah.
Well, and so something like this is definitely a homebrew. So to me, honestly, this wouldn't be something on the economical side of things. When you buy a 10 at a store and it comes out per ounce, that would be something relative. I mean, how much does this actually cost?
Okay, so I found the Sutliff in bulk form, which is the only way it comes. This black raspberry is only in bulk form at $2.22 an ounce.
Okay.
The Latakia, you can at C&D Latakia, you can get it both in bulk, which is a little bit cheaper, or in 2-ounce tins. I bought this in bulk, and the bulk was $4.05 an ounce. And that sounds expensive. But when you mix 2 parts of the Sutliff with 1 part of the Latakia, it actually averages out to $2.83 an ounce.
Which is relatively comparable to everything else we've smoked so far.
Yes, it's right up there. So you're really not spending a whole lot of money.
Because you're getting more tobacco overall.
Right. It's worth the try. I really feel that way. You know, to me, this is a keeper. I'm going to keep tweaking it. But this is all we've got left. Maybe an ounce and a half.
Yeah.
I'm going to get online after this and order some more and see if we can keep it going.
Yeah,
I like it. I really do. I like it a lot.
It's definitely something you guys want to add to your tobacco cellar. Even if you don't want to add this specific blend, but I will want to say this is something that you want to keep some Latakia, just straight Latakia cellared. Have some in your house when you buy a tobacco blend or an aromatic in the spring or the summer that you tried that just wasn't hitting the right notes the way you thought it would. August, October comes around, throw some Latakia in there and see how much you're going to be amazed and surprised at what just a little bit of some other tobacco will do to a blend.
And you say, September, October. I'm saying this is great now. This is perfect now for me. I feel like I can smoke this in this 100-degree heat and not get weighed down by it.
That's true. It can definitely hit those notes of where you want something heavy to smoke at the end of a night. Maybe have a nightcap or something like that. But it's 100 degrees outside, and you're sitting on your porch smoking or where have it, and it's not going to weigh you down. You're not going to feel drugged. You're not going to feel like you just got into a fight with somebody and you're stuck there.
This is awesome. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it in our cellar.
Awesome. Well, do you have any other comments you want to add?
No. I think we've pretty much covered everything. I can't overemphasize what Latakia can do to some of your blends. Try it. Throw a little pinch in there with what you're going to put in your bowl. Mix it up real good and give it a shot. It surprised the heck out of me. It really did. and I've been smoking for 36 years.
Yeah, that's definitely something to note, and this is definitely probably something that is what I'm looking for. I want a nice, soft, sweet blend when it comes down to it, but I really need that nicotine. I really need that flavoring, that strongness, that depth.
Yeah.
Something that I'm reliant on, and it just really adds to it. So,
all right, so what do you rate it?
me, overall, I'm going to rate it at a 3.5.
3.5.
I think the mixture needs a little bit more Latakia into it. That 50-50 was too strong. 33 is a little too weak. So I think right there, maybe a 60-40 mixture is what I'm looking for.
Okay, well, I'll give it a 3.5 also, because I know that I can tweak it more to be even better. But it's a strong 3.5 for me. Strong enough that I'll keep it going in my rotation.
Awesome.
So 3.5.
Awesome. So there we go. Our total score is a 3.5 on this. And I think that's going to be it for us at Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. I do want to say before we close the episode down on this, please, if you like what you're seeing, if you want to continue seeing us do these videos and keep putting them on, please like those videos. You don't know how much it actually helps us to see those thumbs ups on that. If you have any suggestions about things you want us to do, any other tobaccos that you have that you want to have us give a overall value of, please do the same. Leave a comment in the description below. We do have an email address that you can reach us out to, and I know my dad here has done a very good job of replying to every one of y'all's comments. And the most important thing, probably, subscribe. Please subscribe to us, and make sure that if you want to keep seeing what you have been so far, let us know. Please let us know. We do read everything that comes across on that video.
Yeah, and next week we'll probably do another impression on a tobacco. I haven't gotten much feedback from y'all as far as what tobaccos you'd like for us to try, so we're just trying stuff that seems interesting to us. So, but if you've got something in particular, whether it's a pipe brand, if it's a tobacco, or if it's a whiskey, let us know, and we'll see what we can do about making that happen.
Yep, absolutely. So I think that'll be it for us at Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. And please make sure all your piping moments count. You'll have a great day.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.